Randy Gambis. I'm the Executive Administrator of the ASO here, the Associated Student Organization. I wanted to speak to you today about the Board of Trustees' responsibility towards your students. It is your responsibility to make sure that you fight for our rights as students, to represent the rights of these students here. We, as students, we pay your bills. We pay through our tuition, through our tax dollars, to make sure that you have paychecks, to make sure that everything is running on these campuses. And if we have budget cuts and our services are being cut, we can no longer exist. We ask you, as the Board of Trustees, to fight for us, to fight for our rights. If you do not, then we have to run recall campaigns to make sure that we find people that will be sitting up there that will represent us. We need to have full funding. And it is your responsibility as the Board of Trustees to make sure that you find the money that we need. That you keep people responsible, that you hold them accountable. If they are not doing their jobs correctly, if they are wastefully spending money, it is your responsibility to make sure that they are accountable for that. So we beg you, we implore you, that you will please do your jobs and represent the rights of our students. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the space. And first and foremost, again, I want to thank all the students of Los Angeles Mission College they're back there. As a student body president, I'm also running as a student trustee, so hopefully I'll be sitting right there where Brandon is sitting. And running a very strong campaign, and different colleges just came from Harvard, as a matter of fact, from the debate. I'm here today to talk about student involvement, and the way that I see it is that if you start including more students in the awareness of participating in the say and of taking decisions towards us, you know, it's a lot easier to hold accountable on the students and say, you know, this is a decision was made by you guys. When those decisions are taken, you know, from a random table where there's no student involvement, you know, we're going to have students who are going to rise and they're going to try to claim, you know, their rights, and sometimes it's going to end up what happened on Santa Monica. Hopefully, you know, I think this Board of Trustees is very open to listen to us, and we're looking forward to the idea, if I actually win as a student trustee, to open not only one sit, but two more, a total of 3 student trustees. And I believe that is important because right now I came from Harvard, and it was a terrible trip all the way here, you know, and back and forth. And what is important is that we should have a zone for these student trustees that they can sit at your table to take decisions in a regional way. So maybe we have one that represents this area, Pierce, Valley, you know, and Mission College, and then have the other ones representing the other areas. If we have more student participation, we also want to have a stronger critical mind, and we want to have more of that, specifically the matters that are taken in this table. Thank you very much, and please do not forget students are a priority for the future of our country. Thank you very much.
Now we have 2 speakers on the California DREAM Act, and again, if I mispronounce your name, I apologize. Ivan Reda would be the first speaker, and the second speaker signed up is Ralph Corpose. Thank you. You have 5 minutes each.
Hello. Okay. I just wanted to address for the immigrations that have eligibility to go to school. Is are they safe are undocumented students safe in college? Are they a lot of undocumented students have the fear of coming to school, of not knowing that they are safe, that they are eligible to come to school. A lot of them, like my cousin personally, I pushed her to go to college, to go to Pierce College, where she's taking psychology at the moment. But a lot of us have the fear of coming to school, being deported, of our parents not supporting us for that same reason. You're just crazy, you know, just work and work and work. Education is not much of a necessity, but to be honest with you, it is. It's something that our schools are not promoting that, like the Dream Act. We should. I'm sorry, I'm nervous, but
Good job.
thank you. And I just wanted to ask, how are we protected? How are we safe in school without having that fear that we're undocumented? I'm sorry. And how are we safe? That's just my point I'm trying to get to. Thank you.
Thank you. And just for the record, this board's come on board supporting the Dream Act before. Repeatedly, every year we've supported the Dream Act. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
All right. Okay. My name is Regent Corpus. I'm the president of the 8540 group here at Mission College, and also the founder for Pierce College's 8540 group we built. And I've also been actively supportive of the California Dream Act. I recently was one of the students that testified to the Senate, the Assembly Senate, on behalf of AB 130 and 131. Also had the privilege to stand next to Governor Brown as he signed AB 130 as well. That was a very meaningful moment for me, very historical. And the thing that I want to kind of address as a community college students, both from Pierce and Mission currently, one of the things I haven't seen is really kind of how we're going to put AB 130 into effect. How are we going to promote that for the students? Because a lot of the students, regardless of whether or not laws like California Dream Act that have been a step to the right direction, have been implemented, it's not always as promoted. You know? Though the 8540 groups are working hard on this, we would always appreciate that not only the trustees help us with this, but also the college president, the college faculty. Those are always one of the big issues for us. They always have, when they go into community college or any educational institution, they're kind of like, as Ivan said, they have this stigma, this fear, in light of the fact that there's been large anti-immigration sentiment, even though California has been one of the most liberal and progressive states to pass laws like these. So I do hope, and I do want to ask, how will you promote, how will you kind of establish, when AB 131 comes into effect, how will you establish those programs, like the ability for undocumented students, or just 8540 students in general, to be part of the EOP program? How are we able to get the EOG field concerning the community colleges and Cal grants, things of that sort? How will community college students address that? For the faculty themselves, because this is one of the big things.